Well, Coach, I know not the day you would have liked. Just tough day there, facing some good pitching there was kind of the story there for your offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we helped them out some. Obviously, faced very good arms, so obviously not going to take anything away from what they did. I just think on the offensive side, like there was a lot of places in there where we needed to make adjustments that we didn't make. Opportunities where we have runners in scoring position, we've got to put a ball in play that we didn't. So frustrated with that, disappointed in that. Feel like we have the team that could be playing tomorrow. But didn't get the job done. And so this time of year, if you don't get the job done, you go home.
Speak to Olivia and her performance there, and gave you a chance there in that last game, in particular against South Florida, against Georgina, in a great pitcher's duel.
Yeah, she gave us more than a chance. She's running on fumes. I mean, she's given us absolutely everything she has, left it on the field. We've asked a lot of her, put a lot on her shoulders. And I mean, all she's done is just go out there and work and work and work and try to give her team a chance. I think that's why it's so frustrating that we can't push one of those runs across for her because, it's one of those things where you just have to find a way to get it done. And, I hate it for her because she pitched well enough to win. And, we've got to figure that part out going into this next year. We've got to be better in that area.
Speak to her for this year, for everything that she's accomplished this year, from beating Alabama to the national attention she got for that all conference in a great league, a league that got 4 bids in with great pitchers. Just speak to the year that she had considering her youth.
Yeah, I think it's hard to really give her the credit that she's due. I mean, it's just amazing with her coming in and having to figure things out. You know, when she first came in the fall, there was adjustments that she was having to make. There was things mentally she was having to figure out, the transition, from high school to college and all that. She had the normal transition that all kids have to go through. So just to know where she started in the fall and where she finished up here at the end is pretty amazing. She's always been a good pitcher. It's not like she was a late bloomer and all of a sudden she just started pitching well. She's been someone who's had a lot of success all the way through her career. So, just happy to see her come in here and do what she did. I mean, I think that there's nothing but improvement for her, and she's got a really high ceiling. I think she still has more velocity in her, and this summer will be really big for her. We've got 2 other pitches that we want to add to her arsenal. I think that will help her out a lot. She's got to have a change of speed, an effective change of speed, and that's in the Florida game, it's hard to face a Florida team without some kind of change of speed and being able to get them off time. Same thing here at the end. You're running on fumes. It's nice to have that change up that you can pull out every now and then. So she's still got room for growth, and she'll be working hard this summer. I think you'll see some really impressive things from her in the next 3 years.
Speak to this great year, though, especially for the league. I've talked to Coach Mullins recently this week, and then Coach Woodard during the season. The growth, the Sun Belt here, you all making a statement here. 4 bids, making some noise in postseason. You beat Baylor, Texas State beats, Oregon, among others. I know it's not the reason you're playing this, but this is some big steps here for all of you here, making a statement to the country about Sun Belt softball.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some really good coaching in this conference, and there's some really good players in this conference, and I think we showed that this year. The coaches worked together really well. It was our goal as a group of coaches to get 4 in this year. We were dead set on getting 3 and hoping that, the cherry on top would be the 4th team. And we managed to do that this year. So I'm proud of the conference. There's really good softball being played in the Sun Belt Conference. And I think that, people are starting to see that a little bit more. There are a lot of, I don't know the exact number, but when you look at ULL, South Alabama, Troy, and you look at Texas State, the number of wins against the Power Fives, the number of wins against the top 25 teams is pretty impressive. We're not playing cupcake schedules. I know for us, when we came into this tournament, strength of schedule was a 26. So we're playing quality teams. We're not just getting here playing cupcakes. So proud of us for that, and the other teams in the league are doing the same thing. So I think we figured it out. We talk a lot about the RPI, we talk a lot about scheduling and what it takes for us. So, a lot of that is by design. We've worked hard for that.
And my last question to you, obviously, I know as you take time away from this, the short, reflect on this season, an incredible season for your team and the program, and some good days ahead still for this program.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty frustrated right now because I thought that was a game that we could win. You'll get a couple of days away from that and, calm down a little bit and realize that your kids just put together a great season. What was a 31 win season. It's been a minute since we've won 30 games. So that was a big deal. Getting into postseason and these younger kids that we have on the roster, seeing what postseason looks like. You can't replicate that in practice. You can't, fabricate this kind of environment. So for them to get that experience and be able to do it in front of these crowds and in this stadium, I think that's a really big deal. We just have to get better. I mean, there's a lot of places out there right now where we just didn't get our jobs done this weekend, and that's what bit us, and that's what hurt us. And we have to look at that. We have to see that. We have to know moving forward, like those are the things that we have to get better if we want to keep playing. We want to still be in this.